20 years ago, when I lived in Canada, there were 3 places that kept topping the charts of best North American ski resorts: Vail, Aspen and Whistler. Recently though, whenever I saw an article about the best mountains in North America, another name kept appearing. Yes, a place I'd never heard of. The Colorado mountain town of Telluride seemed to be top or near the top of every one of these charts. When I started researching it, reviews promised glorious sunshine, an authentic old mining town, great snow and no queues. It became clear that it was my civic duty as YouTube's most thorough ski resort reviewer to see if Telluride lived up to the hype. I bravely pulled together a gang of dedicated investigators who were willing to go the extra mile and leave their families behind in the pursuit of the truth. So grab some popcorn, sit back and relax. It's big mountains, no kids too, yo! The resort of Telluride is located in the southwest corner of Colorado. There are 3 main options if you're flying there. Most convenient is the terrifying looking airport of Telluride on a hill a mere 10 minutes from the town, but it's also the least serviced, with most domestic flights instead flying to Montrose Regional Airport, roughly 90 minutes drive away. The most scenic and cheapest option is to fly to Denver International Airport and drive the 6 or 7 hours across the Rockies. This is what we decided to do, so we picked up a hire car, crammed all our gear into it and set off, stopping for a night on the way. So I'm in America, in a place called Salida in Colorado. We flew last night, flew to Denver, picked up a hire car, drove for about 3 hours, got here in the evening. Very nice indeed. Went for pizza, a place called Moonlight Pizza I think it was called. Very good pizza, very nice beer. Had a few hours sleep, jet lagged, and now I'm out and about just exploring the town. There's Leah down there. Right, Leah.
Hi.
Leah's from the Isle of Sheppey. My mum and her mum used to work together, and now she's coming on a little trip with us this year for a little ski. It's the first time I've ever been in Colorado, and I love it already. This town's brilliant. It's really loads of microbreweries and distilleries and cool shops, and there's loads of outdoorsy stuff you can do, and it's just brilliant. I love it. So definitely recommend Salida for it. We're gonna head into town, get a coffee, and then we're gonna go over to Monarch Mountain, do a bit of skiing. Yeah, getting stuff for Instagram, I think.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Dan's been running up the mountain.
Up the top of Tenderfoot Mountain, or S Mountain as they call it, because it's got a massive S that you may see, but it's huge. It's really lovely, real hard, nice going up, but quite hard. But it's a real nice trail, kind of easy, real rocky, and yeah, just really nice getting up there. It's quite hard because we're already about 7,000 feet up, I think. So yeah, it's pretty hard.
Should we get coffee?
But real nice. Yeah, let's do it.
We had breakfast at a lovely cafe called Floyd's, took a few photos, checked out of our motel, and then headed over to Salida's local ski hill, Monarch Mountain, to experience a smaller American mountain resort. So this is Monarch Mountain. I'll get in first of all, really feeling the effects of altitude here. When we first got to Salida yesterday and we got out of the car, I felt a little bit woozy. Did you as well, Dan?
Yeah.
And when we get out here, my head's a little bit sort of spinny. I think I've heard that for some of the sort of higher alpine resorts in Colorado, you want to sort of acclimatise first, maybe spend a night in Denver or something, but I didn't realise it would be that bad here. But yeah, I'm certainly feeling it, but I don't feel sick or anything, just a little bit lightheaded in parts, so something to bear in mind. But anyway, onto the ski hill. It's another little local ski hill. I don't think anyone's going to come from Britain to ski here, like especially here sort of thing, if you know what I mean. It's a smaller resort than a lot of the big ones. You're so spoiled for choice in Colorado with all the big name resorts like Vail, Aspen, Breckenridge, Telluride and that. So I don't think you'd travel a long way for here, but we wanted to experience a different sort of mountain, so we thought we'd come and check it out. I think there's about 60 runs or something like that. There's, I think, maybe 4 chair lifts or something. It's not huge, but certainly be a nice place to spend a day. Two runs in, we're going to try a black out here. We've got a choice of Outback or Shag Nasty, which I think might have different connotations in Britain than here. But I think I'm going to favour that because it looks easier to get to. It's just there. I lost the others. Outback or Shag Nasty?
Shag Nasty.
Okay, Mike, first challenging run of the day. Let's see how you get on.
Nasty.
Shag Nasty.
By name. Fall on your face by nature. Alright.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone already. So Shag Nasty was quite nice. Enjoyed it. Not too tough. I think in a lot of resorts, the difficulty of a run's sort of relative, and I always think if you've skied on smaller mountains and go to bigger ones, you're always best to start off low and work your way up the colour gradings, because what might be a black run on a small local mountain might not be the same as a black run on a big one. So I think you're always best to work your way up from something you know you're comfortable with and go from there. But that wasn't too bad. There's bras hanging from the tree and beads, like it's Mardi Gras or something.
Quick, whip off your bra, Bob.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think there might be parties going on. Monarch Mountain, place to be. It's spring break at the minute. I don't know if it's anything to do with that or whether there's there all the time or what. You might ask someone and find out what's going on. There's a lot of beads. Yeah, weird. Salida, you can choose what run we go on next. Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's International Women's Day, and we want you to know that we respect your opinions and all that stuff.
I appreciate that.
So where are we going to go?
I think we should choose the chairlift, which has the 4-man chairlift. So that
Or
we can
woman
all,
chairlift.
Or woman chairlift, so we can all go together. Us ladies can all go together.
Excellent.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I think it's called Pioneer.
Okay, we'll go do it.
Like all women are, whom we respect.
Real excitement here. Mike's looking up the Scotland score for the rugby to find out how they're getting on.
45 minutes. I've had a friend who I've just got like 30 messages from him detailing the entire game, so I'm going through it now. 45 minutes, 21-7 Scotland. Scotland crushing France in the scrum. Scotland defence is really quite impressive. France penalty, 21-10 after 63 minutes. McAnally try, ironically, from a Scotland lost line. Hastings converts, 28-10 Scotland. Scotland fairly pissing on the French parade here. France score, very good breakaway, 28-17 after 76 minutes. That's 4 minutes to go. Scotland should really be getting a bonus here. Duncan Weir on. Ooh. Final humiliation for France. Scotland win 28-17! Scotland won the game.
You've been really excited about this, so you've been trying to get internet all morning, haven't you?
I have. I've been trying to get updates on it all day, and I've literally just found one little shriver of internet, and the internet paid me back for my faith.
Do you feel you can now enjoy the mountain more now that you've got that?
I feel that if I die in a tree well, that it will be okay.
What do you make of Monarch Mountain, Mike?
I think Monarch Mountain, weather-wise, this is one of the greatest days of weather for skiing I think I've ever had. So well done, Monarch.
Well, it's bigger than I thought.
It is bigger. It'll keep us going for a day without any problems at all.
Yeah, I think you could definitely spend a good few days here before you got too bored, I'd say.
Oh yeah, 3 or 5, absolutely. Thumbs up, Monarch Tourism, if you want to be us to be brand ambassadors for you. We're here for you.
So one of the most exciting parts of our ski trips is our annual speed race. As the defending champion, you've got the highest top speed last year. It's good to see I've already set the benchmark down with a 51 miles an hour thing there. Mike, again, behind me.
50.2.
50.2. That'll probably be enough, but I'll try and just to raise compete against myself. I'll probably try and get a better score than that. Because when you haven't really got any challengers around you, there's no one else in your league. You just have to compete against yourself to try and get a buzz. Really,
Yeah.
so yeah. But
Hold my beer.
thanks, mate. Let's go do some more runs and you can ski just behind me. After another couple of runs where Mike struggled to keep up with me, we left Monarch and continued our drive to Telluride, arriving there in early evening. We met up with our Australian friends, Aussie Chris and Foster, got some food and rested, ready for our first day on the fabled slopes. So it's Monday now. We made it to Telluride last night, went straight out for a bit of pizza and a few beers. Very pleasant place, High Pie Pizzeria, lovely food. I've been down here, picked up our lift passes. A few people have got to hire some kit and stuff, and then we're gonna go to explore the mountain. There's two ways of getting up. Well, three lifts I think from the villagey part. There's this little two-man chair we're gonna get. There's a big gondola. There's another lift as well. I think we're gonna get this little two-man chair because it's quite near where we're staying. We'll go up the mountain. Your boys skied here yesterday. What's good?
12. Yeah, 12 and 14 were good. Yep.
These lift numbers.
Yep, lift numbers, high up,
Take you to the top,
nice
basically.
long runs, good, awesome viewpoints too.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Alright.
impressive.
We'll go check it out.
Yeah, it'll be really nice today with the clear skies.
Foster's only with us for a couple of days, aren't you? You're off tomorrow.
I am.
Gotta go big today.
Oh, absolutely. I want to win the speed challenge.
Good work. On
And
the snowboard.
I've got to account for 4 days that I can't compete. So
Yeah. You gotta go
really
strong.
gotta ball it. Hey, if you're not falling, you're not balling.
This is just stunning, isn't it, Mike?
Absolutely fabulous.
Not done a run yet, but the snow looks so good. There's no one here. I know it's famously got hardly any lift lines, as they say in America, queues, we say in Britain. There's no just hardly anyone there.
Yeah, we've got our own private mountain.
How was that? Mate, it's unreal. That was unreal.
With the guys?
That was unbelievable.
Mate, it's a start. It's only going to get better, mate. It's only going to get better.
We one run in and that was one of the best runs I've ever had.
Oh.
Which is brilliant, isn't it?
Hey, kept it good.
Do you ski in Australia much, Chris?
Oh, mate, every weekend if I could, but no.
What's it like skiing in Australia?
Expensive for skiing on crushed ice through a machine, I reckon is the best way to explain it. No, wouldn't bother.
So where do Aussies go then? Do they go to Japan if they want to ski?
Yes, it seems to be the hot spot. Everyone's kind of buying up half of Japan. Investment properties are very popular for Australians over there at the moment.
Are they?
And yeah, it's a big influx over there.
So this is the start of a run called Sea Forever. I believe has quite good views, as you might be able to guess. And you almost can see forever. Look at this. Well, you would be able to if there weren't mountains in the way. It's been a great first morning on the mountain. Absolutely love this place already. Well, we're going to go down and get a bit of lunch now. There's two parts of Telluride. There's the old mining town where we're staying, the sort of proper Wild Westy sort of town of Telluride. There's a more new build, sort of slightly glitzier place called Mountain Village. There's a free gondola that links them both, so up until midnight you can get in between easily. So we're going to go and have lunch now in Mountain Village and see what that's like. For lunch, we went to the Tomboy Tavern, a spot that became one of our favourite eateries over the course of the week. At the foot of the Village Express lift, Tomboy Tavern has a lovely outdoor area, but it's worth getting there early or booking a table as it can get very busy. The short rib mac and cheese became a group favourite, and the drink of choice was their Bear Trap Bloody Mary. How's that, Leah?
The biggest Bloody Mary I've ever had in my life. It's got bacon in it. I mean,
Yes, please.
check this out.
After lunch, we continued exploring the mountain, checking out the Prospect Bowl under the Prospect Express lift before heading back to Telluride town for drinks and a rest. So what we're doing here, guys?
Black diamonds. Majestic.
Revelation Bowl. Not done this yet. Drop.
In the best weather conditions.
Totally. Visibility is perfect.
Visibility's great.
So it's been a fun morning so far. Just messing around, warming up. A bit of a late start, so had a few drinks last night. Dart Attack came out at the dartboard to throw a few arrows. Didn't win, sadly, but never mind. And then, yeah, fairly boozy night, so slow start. And now we're just checking out Revelation Bowl, which is a nice wide bowl of black diamondy runs. Nice, eh? Revelation Bowl was fun, but the conditions weren't ideal, so we headed over to the area under Oak Street and plunged lifts to shelter amongst the trees. Just then, an incident occurred. It's been an incident. Mike, what happened? Talk us through it. Did you fall off a lift?
No.
Chris, what happened?
He was testing the limits of what should happen if the lift breaks. I think he took his lip balm out, put it on his ass, and then he slipped straight through.
I'm pretty sure that lift in winds is the most terrifying thing in the world. Surely needed a bar of some sort.
The area above Telluride became one of our favourite places to ski, with some lovely fast black diamond runs, many of which were groomed. Plunge, Bushwhacker and Coonskin were our favourites, all three genuinely world-class ski runs. They're well sheltered by the trees, so great to visit when the snow's heavy. We ended our day on the slopes by popping into Garano Ranch, the most lively of the on-mountain bars, which wasn't that lively because of, well, the snow. Still, we were happy, and that's all that matters. So there we are, Wednesday morning. It's a beautiful day. Got a bit of snow yesterday. It's got a lovely bluebird powder day ahead of us, at least for the morning. Sunshine, fresh snow. So we've got the first lift up. Just trying to work our way down now to the first run of the day. The others are a bit behind me, but I'm not waiting. There's no friends on powder days. Look at this. Oh yes! This is amazing! I'm going to put you back in my pocket because this is too fun. Oh wow! That was one of the best runs of my entire life. That was amazing. What a run! That was Coonskin at Telluride. Is the name of the run. It is perfectly groomed. Some black, there's some lovely steep bits, some lovely open bits, lots of room, perfect corduroy. Genuinely one of the best skiers of my life. This is why I love skiing so much. Things like that. When you get things like that, it's just, there's nothing better than that. I'll give the others about 1 minute to get here. I'm going to go up and do it again on my own. So good. So you've got two options of where to stay in Telluride. We're staying in the town of Telluride, which is the sort of old mining town. It's lovely. And the other part is Mountain Village. It's like a purpose-built place. This is down here. me, I wanted the experience of staying in a sort of Wild West sort of mountain town and the sort of saloon bars, all that sort of stuff, and really like that. But Mountain Village I think would be a good choice if you want sort of a bit more luxury, I guess. There's some sort of fancy hotels and pools and hot tubs and stuff like that down there. And yeah, nice restaurants. The good thing as well is there's a gondola that runs between Mountain Village and Telluride. It's open until midnight every day, so you can get free transport. It's the only one of its kind, the first in the USA and the only one of its kind still in the USA, of free public transportation by gondola. So it's open until midnight, so you can go out for the evening in Mountain Village, then head down to Telluride after that. So yeah, happy days. I've lost all my friends by the way, but I'll find them at some stage. It's 10:35 in the morning. Man's been over an hour and a half and found a run. It's still got perfect corduroy, groomed, pretty much untouched. There's no one here. There's just no one here. It's an amazing mountain, and there's hardly anyone here. It's so weird. It's brilliant. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this. How fun's this, Chris?
Has to do it, and miles will be us.
There's no one here. Why is there no one here? Why does no one know about the ski resort? So the real drama of the day is that I've taken the lead in the ski top speed race with an incredible 65 miles an hour. That's 105 kilometers an hour. What do you think, Chris? Chris hasn't got the app, so he can't compete.
Yeah, look, I'm just, to be brutally honest, I just want to show him off the Australian being the Poms at skiing. But no, look, there has been a bone of contention. We weren't physically there. Actually, no.
That's not true.
We were. That was the second
I
one.
did a 64 earlier in the day and they weren't there, and they said it didn't count, and then I did a 65 right in front of them. Yeah. I should say, by the way, we're doing this on runs that there's no one else on. We're not just being reckless and telling anyone other than ourselves. But it's good fun, isn't it? I quite like a speed thing. Chris and I used to live together in Worcester. We're not together, but in the same building.
Sometimes, Robbie.
Sometimes, very close. There's a really good mix of runs on the mountains here at Telluride. There's quite a lot that I'm not going near, of like double black extreme chutes and stuff like that. Some very, very steep double black glades and stuff like that. But there's quite a lot of just single black advanced runs and some brilliant ones. Loads of blue stuff, loads of green. It's a really well balanced mountain, I think, much more so than probably Whistler is when we were there last year, because I think that's a bit light for beginners. So a really nice little blend of stuff. Oh, this might go fast. Like, they're tucking there, I get it, but it's not steep enough for competition. They're not going to break my record on that run. I know that for a fact. After a lovely day up the hill, most of our group went home to get Thai food, whereas myself and Ginger Dan decided to make new friends and partake of a shot ski or two. I should add at this point that Telluride doesn't feel like a big party resort and doesn't have much of a direct from the slopes après scene, but if you work hard enough, you can certainly seek out some fun. Trax Cafe and Bar in Mountain Village seemed to be the best place to drink straight off the mountain, and the Last Dollar Saloon in Telluride was where we tended to go after we dropped off the skis and freshened up. We're spending a chunk of the morning in Prospect Bowl, which is a nice sort of easy introduction to bowl skiing, if you like that. Lots of, a couple of nice blue runs that go through it, and very pleasant indeed. One of the more picturesque bits, I think, of the mountain when you're going through it, because it's lovely tree-lined routes and you go in and out of trees, but not in a sort of hardcore gladed way, just sort of like us cruising around. So very nice indeed. We're going to do that for a bit. Telluride feels like an incredibly well-balanced mountain, with plenty of slopes for all skill levels of skiers, but also balanced in the variety of the terrain. Every day we were there, we tended to find an area that was perfect for the specific snow conditions, and on a powder day, we had a huge amount of fun on the blue runs under the Prospect Express lift. Because the mountain was never busy, it wasn't unusual to get fresh tracks through powder well past lunch, and the wide meandering runs of Sandia and Magnolia were an absolute joy after a big dump of snow. Telluride looks and feels like a proper Wild West town. It's where Butch Cassidy robbed his first ever bank in 1889, and still seems like a place that's uniquely American. With the on-mountain restaurants disproportionately catering for the wealthy, we often found ourselves heading into the town for cheaper eats. One of our favourite places was Taco del Nar on Oak Street, where I had some of the best Mexican food I've ever had. Other notable budget dining options included High Pie Pizzeria and Brown Dog Pizza, both in the town. Last day on the mountain, guys. How are we all feeling?
Fantastic.
Well, let's rip it up, eh?
Chipper, but sad.
What do you think of the resort? Because we've read before it was like the best mountain resort in North America, according to some things. The fact you don't have to queue for a lift is amazing.
That is amazing. There's something for everyone, yeah.
Really good.
And some of the
terrain.
runs are just magnificent. It's steep and long runoffs.
There's some genuinely world-class runs, aren't there? Plunge and Bushwhacker were great.
Yeah.
Coonskin was magic.
I think Bushwhacker is in my top 3 of runs ever.
I agree with you on that.
That was really fun.
Got some good width on some of those runs, you know.
Yeah, really big wide piece. Good place to learn as well. A lot of the stuff down toward past Mountain Village and towards the sort of Sunshine area was really wide open, really shallow slopes. A lot to progress onto. I don't think I've been to many mountains that have got such a big mix of
Abilities.
yeah, such a perfect distribution of all that.
But we met a dude on the lift the other day who was 4 days into his skiing and was already doing some quite serious blue runs, and I think that's a reflection of this place.
Yeah.
I think it just offers you so much opportunity to progress.
And great tacos.
Great tacos.
Great tacos.
It's a rich place, isn't it? There's a lot of money around.
Yeah.
It's not a ski off the mountain and have a party place.
No.
It's a
No, it's not a student.
ski down and have a responsible meal.
Yeah, if you're after big nightlife, I don't think
No,
you're going to get it.
no. Go to Val d'Isère or Teen for that, but this
Yeah.
is far more cultured.
There are some amazing teeth here though.
Yeah, very white teeth.
Really high proportion.
We've met a lot of people. We've met a lot of people on the lift, haven't we? Who have been rich.
An unrelenting delight though.
Yeah, they're very nice.
So interested
So
and interesting.
everyone's been really friendly.
Very friendly.
But people we have met people who've gone in their private plane. What are the downsides of it? Nightlife.
Nightlife, but the thing about nightlife is, right, 4 or 5, 6 of us have been on this trip. That's all you need, really.
Yeah.
But if you do want to be dancing on the tables with 100 other people, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Like I
Well,
said,
it might.
we have managed some shot skis and stuff like that over the course of the week. So.
Depends how hard you'll be pushing for those nights.
Mountain restaurants could be better, I think.
Yeah, there's not much variety.
No, they're all just really expensive, aren't they, on the mountain?
Yeah, we haven't been to the French restaurant, which only serves caviar and quail's eggs and stuff.
Only because they wouldn't let us in.
Yeah.
Everyone's American. I haven't seen a single
And
other nationality. Yeah, and Chris is Australian.
They can't believe that they've got an Aussie on the slopes.
The one question that everyone asks us is why we're here.
Why did you come here? Why come here when you've got Europe?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's quite hard to get to, is the other thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, next time I probably would fly to Montrose.
Pay that extra bit to fly.
Pay that extra bit to fly.
You can fly to Telluride, like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, but only the hoi polloi do that.
No, they're scheduled flights now.
Yeah,
Really?
but it's like, you know.
Okay, so Robbie, you're driving back
a
tomorrow.
grand.
We'll drive.
This is so fun. So fun. So mad how few people there are out on such a lovely day of fresh powder. Now I know I keep going on about how there's no one here and it's really empty. We're on a powder day, and what's the time? About midday?
Just before.
Just before midday. And it's still runs that had like hardly anyone go down them. Mike, what's good about skiing powder? Why do we like powder?
Oh, we can just bob in and out of it. It's fantastic.
It feels nice, doesn't it?
You really soak up anything that's underneath, although these would feel like they're pretty well groomed underneath anyway. But
I think it's the feeling as you cut through it, isn't it? It just feels amazing. You're just gliding through it. So what is? What do you like? What's good about powder?
Bloody good.
Very good. Just a thumbs up. Just a thumbs up. So we're reaching the end of our Telluride adventure. Thank you for everyone who's stuck through the video this far. We've quite enjoyed going to North American resorts, but we're open to anywhere in the world in future. So if you've got anywhere you think we might like to ski at next year, let us know in the comments down below. What we like is we like somewhere that's a mountain. We like a village at the bottom. We don't have to drive to and from the slopes every day, which you know can be the case in a lot of American sort of resorts. So that's what we're after. Equally, if you run a mountain or a ski travel company or something like that, or want to give us a free or cheap holiday, make a great video on it. So yeah, give us a shout. Anyway, we're going to carry on down the hill. At the beginning I asked, is Telluride the best mountain resort in North America? And my answer? Dunno, I've only been to 3.